Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought I would show you a fun card using the Ribbon of Courage. And we're going to be using this heart today. And we're going to be using the sentiment, live every moment, laugh every day, love with all your heart. So to start off with, we need a piece of Whisper White cardstock, which measures 5¼ by 3½ inches. And we are going to be using, colour-wise, Fresh Fig, Sweet Sugar Plum and Pool Party. Go really nicely together. So let's start with the Fresh Fig. And we are going to use the heart. And we are just going to randomly stamp it across the image, just sort of a few times, fairly sort of randomly on here. Let's do another one sort of in the middle like that. Okay, then we are going to take the Sweet Sugar Plum. Move this one out of the way, and we are going to just stamp that one off a bit. We are going to take the Sweet Sugar Plum and again just sort of putting it in between to colour them one sort of that way. Let's have one, want some blue in there, so let's have one sort of, let's have it that way, like that. Okay, and then we're going to take the Pool Party and we are going to just put a few in between. So let's just stamp that one off a bit. And we're going to put one, let's put one down the bottom there like that. And put one across the side like that. As I say, it is fairly random on this, so I think that'll probably do for that one. Then we are going to take, I'll keep this one out actually, we are going to take the tiny little, let me show you again, we're going to take the tiny little heart. Again, it's got some of that lovely patterned image on, so it'll work really well with this. And we are just going to fill in some of those little spaces. So let's put one down on there. Let's put one over on there. And put one sort of in the middle like that. Then we're going to go back to the Sweet Sugar Plum. And we are going to put, let's put one down in here like that. You can sort of turn them and rotate them as you go. I'm going to put one down that way, I think, in on there. Or maybe one down the bottom. Again, doing random things are quite nice because you, as you go, you sort of turn it round and go like, oh, that'll look nice there, that'll look nice there, and it just sort of builds up as you go. So we're going to take the nice Fresh Fig, put one down on there. I'll have one in, let's turn him that way. Whoa, just missed him off there. That's all right, it'll be covered up with something. Let's take that one in on there. And maybe just one more in just off the page like that. Okay, that worked beautifully. Okay, so now we are going to take this piece and we are going to divide it up. So I have got my stamping trimmer. Let me find a little bit of space for this on here. Move these pieces out. And I don't know whether I can get the whole of the stamping trimmer on. Let's see if I can. There we go. And we are just going to trim this down at 1½ inches. So straight down. Whoa. You see it across like that. 1½ inches. 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches. It's very difficult to see on an angle. I always am above it. So okay, so we now have 3 pieces. Let me move this one out of the way so it's not absolutely blocking everything and we can see what we're doing. And we are then going to, let's take those pieces like that. We are then going to mount those pieces onto some fresh fig, which is this lovely colour. And we are going to cut 3 pieces, which will measure, it's going to be a piece. So this piece is 5.5 by 3 3/4. And what we need to do is we need to cut each one of these pieces down at 1 3/4 inches. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put them on like that. So let me show you one that I've already prepared to save a little bit of time. So we have now got 3 pieces like this. Okay, and we're then going to, upside down, let's get it the right way around. We're then going to put that onto a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this measures 5.5 by 3 3/4. Now, we need some of our Tombow, so we're going to take this piece from the end like this, and let's just put some Tombow across on here. And the best way to get it really evenly is to put the first piece right on the end like that. So it's literally taking up the whole piece. Put it down, and then we'll take the other end. Let's make sure I've got the right piece, yeah. And we're going to take this piece down like this, and we're going to put this piece down on the other end. So again, butting it right up so it goes right onto the end like that. Oops, not quite. Let's just shunt that across. It's a nice piece. You get a little bit of wiggle room with Tombow, which is really good. And then the piece in the centre, it's easier then to line it up. And the reason that we're putting this way rather than straight onto our card base is that what we want to do is, now let me make sure I can get this level. So stick that on so we have the same gap in between, like that, and put it down. Now, we then need to take a card base, and we're going to put this on top like this. But the reason that we've put it on here is that we want to put some ribbon round. And there is some lovely coordinating ribbon that goes with the fresh fig, which is, let me read the exact name for you. It is finely woven ribbon, and it is 1/2 inch, and you get 10 yards, which is fantastic. So it's a lovely fine ribbon. Now, if we put this straight across the centre like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow through on here. I'm right almost down to the end of my Tombow at the moment. So let's just get, come on, there we go. Piece on there, piece on there like that. And then we can put our ribbon across. So we need to take our ribbon right the way across the centre, like that. Take one side in, pull it tight, and then have we got it stuck on? Ooh, yes, just about. Let's do this again. Turn it round that way, turn it across, put this piece on here like that, and take the other piece. I just missed a piece of that Tombow on there actually, so I just need to put another little piece on. As always, getting a little bit sticky on this. I probably should have used snail for this. You can use snail or you can use Tombow, but I tend to use, as you know, Tombow for just about everything, but you can get in a little bit of a sticky sometimes, so you just have to be a little bit careful. Let's put a little piece down on here. Come on, There we go. Right, and just put that piece down on there. Okay, and that's going to come out again. Right, so hopefully we've got that stuck down a bit. Push that back a bit like that. Okay, then we just need to glue this across here. Take it down. It's funny, isn't it? Whenever you come onto camera, your Tombow is always just on its last legs. And I really should get a new one out, which I will do, but being the frugal crafter that I am, I try and make use of every little tiny piece that I can. Okay, so now we're going to put this centred. Excuse my head if I come in underneath, because it's very difficult to get things centred with the camera. But we're going to put that in on there and put that down, and it means that the ribbon goes in perfectly underneath like that. Okay, now as a sentiment on this, we are going to use the stitch shaped framelits, and I have used the second one up, and we're going to use the sentiment, which is live every moment, laugh every day, love with all your heart. So that's the one that we're going to put in the centre like that, and I would put that up with some dimensionals. I'm not going to do that now because I want to show you the end of this. Now, for decorating or putting just a little bit of an extra statement on there, what I do is I always have a box of all sorts of different die cuts. Now, whenever I've got any scraps of paper, any pieces of paper over, when I'm actually doing the centre for a card, I will always cut something out so I don't waste anything. And so on here, I just thought I'd show you a couple of things that would look really nice. So one is the sunshine wishes, and there's some beautiful hearts in this one. Now, if we put little pieces out on there, if we put one sort of heart just on that side and one heart on this side, you've got a lovely card that stands like that. Now again, you could, what else have we got? The lovely Adirondack chairs from the Colourful Seasons. Now this is the coordinating die with this one, which is Seasonal Layers Thinlits, and again put them on dimensionals, but put the Adirondack chair either side. Again, makes an absolutely lovely statement on there, again using the fresh fig. And the last one, you could put some of the little flowers that we have, which again are from the Colourful Seasons, and again could just put them about wherever you want. I'm just sort of laying them on to just give you a little idea, and then maybe put some of those in over the top or against those, just to show you how you can decorate it. Now obviously this involves you having a big shot. If you don't have a big shot, you can take this piece here, which we did for the statement, and this actually measures 1 5/8. So if you took your trimmer and just cut a square at 1 5/8, you could just put it straight on there, and it would make a simple card just as it is. So a few ideas for you, and a lovely fun background. Thank you ever so much for watching today. And as always, details will be over on my website, which is amethyststarcrafting.blogspot.com. Thank you ever so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.